And she's like telling me that she's like freaking out because people I used to be friends with will like inform on her location and don't show up and start causing a scene. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what to believe, but again, you know, I gotta protect myself and my assets. So yeah, man, it's so
I don't really believe in jail anyway.
ruined me. Absolutely ruined me, man. I did 3 months. That's not a long time, but it's long enough for me to say that.
Seems like having an 18th century solution to a 21st century problem.
Oh yeah, no, it's horrible. And there's so many people in there who are just sick beyond belief that need help that's not just getting spanked and fucked over. And it's like they're asking me for all these fees, but then they like take away my ability to drive. They require me to do all of this shit after they took away my ability to drive, and then threaten me all the time. I'm on probation 3 years. They threaten me all the time, and I'm like, dude, do you want me to do good or not? So now I'm losing sleep working to pay these fees, and stressing out my family and my friends, get rides to places or riding my bicycle.
What the fuck did they put you in jail for?
So I was in Maryland. A crowd of people started walking in front of me. I swerved out of their way. I almost fucked one of them up, but I didn't. But my axle caved in. I took out half a block and then got ripped out of the car and started just fighting this crowd of people. And
That's
so
crazy.
the cops came around and yeah, man. And, you know, I never bragged like this, but like my dad is like a martial arts master. He was an ex-federal marshal. He taught me how to fight from the age of 3. So like I was kind of fucking these people up because they ripped me out of my car and started attacking me. And I was labeled like a menace to society, like a dangerous person, and they threw the book at me, and you know, that was that. But anyways, man, I'm rambling.
It happens.
I just, you know, wow. They say things get harder when you get older, but it's actually that they just get confusing.
So he didn't pay for your window?
No.
Why not? How much does it cost?
He claimed that he slammed his head into the AC unit on it, but then one day I was working outside and I hit that shit at Mach speed and nothing happened. And so he claimed that it was a freak accident. And
Still, even if it's an accident, you should pay for it.
we're gonna figure it out at the.
Sounds civil.
Problem is, Aubrey dropped the case.
Oh, wait, a good
out the
idea.
window because Jeff told her to, and then Jeff came back later on and apologized. Said I didn't realize that he would start coming after you like he has, and it got so ugly and subjective. But anyways,
It's interesting to hear that side of it because I've heard nothing but the other side.
of course you have, because she's half his age and he's been around here since she was born, and he's going to do what he can to control the narrative and you know, shut people like me out. But people also really love me, so it doesn't really affect me, you know. But she's kind of just a young idiot who lied about her age to get better work opportunities because he told her to, according to her, which that could also be a lie. But he told her to lie so that she could work in these bars and do these
So
gigs.
the proverbial go jump off a bridge.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, it was like she tried to give him a disclaimer, like, hey, before we get romantically involved, I need you to know I'm actually 19, you know. And apparently, and again, this could be one of her lies, but he told her to bullshit people about it. But again, man, who really fucking knows, dude? You know?
Shadow knows.
Uncle Shadow?
The Shadow.
Oh, yeah.
You know, your
Yeah.
shadow don't lie.
The third side of the story, for sure.
Well, as he said, she said, then there's the truth.
Yep, exactly. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm really just an unbiased party that's just trying to, like, provide for the people who, you know, kind of stuck on my side of the street and protect my
When
investment.
someone breaks
you
your
know?
window, you're no longer unbiased.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I mean, it's a fair bias.
Well, and he tried to stomp on me, too, like, in the eyes of others. But again, I grew up here. I've been here since I was 8. Not from here by that definition.
Where you
but,
went to
like,
high school?
So I actually moved to California for high school.
Oh,
I
okay.
spent my summers here, but I got kicked out of St. Dominic's and then went to St. Louis for middle school.
And my nephew and niece went to St. Dominic's.
It's a great school. I'm glad Miss LeBlanc, the principal's out. But
I hate Catholicism and everything that it does with it.
But I will say that the priest there
Did not abuse you?
No,
Perfect.
it was the opposite. It was actually Father Mike was the reason I was able to complete the 6th grade.
That's
because when the principal, Miss LeBlanc, expelled me without his permission, they follow the Catholic hierarchy, which means that the priest is above the principal. And the priest was like, "Hey man, this is fucked up. You're about to ruin this kid's life."
Huh.
And he re-enrolled me and let me finish the 6th grade.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they actually, that was a very great corner of Catholicism.
You can't convince me of that.